Lift your voices up in this place. Up in this place. I don't know about you, but I feel pretty good. I want you to ask somebody, say, why do you feel good? Because I woke up this morning. God, that we be glory for the great things He has done. Let us pray. Pop my hand up and give it God. God, I want to say thank you. Thank you for last night's sleep. Thank you for putting food on the table. Put clothes on our back. Having roof over our head. You didn't have to do it. But you did it anyhow. And we're so grateful for it. If we had 10,000 tongues, we still couldn't praise you enough. But with the little tongue we do, we'll preach you. I ain't trying to take your glory, but I thank you for who you are and whose you are. That open up the hearts and minds of people for they could receive what the Spirit of the Lord got to say this morning. We claim it already done. In Jesus' name. Amen. To God be the glory. Do what God tells me to do. It's hot off the press. Someone else would have been preaching this morning, but they took it ill. But God always say, be also real. When He said it, and maybe I got to do with it while He's gone. How many didn't know out in there to walk this faith? You got to be anchored. Got to be planted by something. For when intimidation comes, that your roots won't fail you. A lot of people ain't planted by the river. I got to study something and got to going through something. Got to wonder why would a tree planted by the banks of the river? Roots growing on the rocks. But I realized it stayed green. It never turned brown. It didn't lose leaves during the fall. And the roots didn't freeze during the winter. But if you really believe it not, an ocean water underneath is warm. It's climate of heat underneath an ocean. And they say it planted a tree by the banks of rivers. That means plenty tree was planted by the river. And I said to God, God, what you want me to say this morning? That's why I was sitting there. I'm still trying to hear your voice. He didn't get it to me until I stood up. He said, tell my people they are many, but they need to be planted. They plant by the wrong plant. You put your roots in the wrong soil, and your roots got contaminated, came slimy. Anything when something gets contaminated from the bottom, it's going to die on the top. But this particular passage say plant by the river. Tell somebody, say, just plant yourself.
Just plant yourself.
When trouble rise, that means you can stand up against some stuff because you planted by the river. If you have your Bible, you turn to Psalm 1. I'll take one verse, the third verse. I'll be reading from the New Living Translation Bible. If you have it, stand to your feet for the river of the Word of God. It won't be before you long. I'll preach when I get over to the next church. But I feel something with this. Read it.
Psalms chapter 1, verse 3.
Read like you do.
They are like trees planted along the riverbank.
So stop right there. They are like trees. That means he talking about, when he said they, he talking about people. He that's used the tree for symbolic of something to make himself plain what he was saying. Jesus talked in perfect to make himself plain what he was getting ready to say. He said they. Tell somebody, say, he talking about me. See, but if you ain't planted by the bank, anything can take you under. Tell somebody, say, you'll go under with the current. Read, watch this.
Bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wilter.
Hold on. Yes, it is. See, they think I'm talking about a tree. But I'm really talking about them. Put all us in the package together. He talking about us. All of us. Not one, all of us. We in the ship together. He said they will never will. Tell somebody, say, you will never waver. If you will plan it. I can say that one right there. If. See, that's a big word, ain't it? If you will plan it. Watch what it says. Watch this.
And they prosper in all they do.
They what?
Prosper.
If you doing what you supposed to do, you already blessed beyond blessing. Touch your neighbors and neighbor. Yeah. Don't let people knock you off the track. You're going to be serious. People will find their self. Can I just talk about the body of Christ? It's amazing when we was in the world, if people talk about us, we can take anything. If people lie on you, you'll come friend with them all over again. If you fight, you'll still be friends. But soon you come in the body of Christ. Can I work this? You can't take anything. You get what? You get fragile. Everything bother you. If people tell you just your makeup ain't on right, get offended. Your shoes on the wrong feet, you get upset. I don't understand about the body of Christ. If Jesus would have got upset with everything what people done to him, he would have found himself would not go to the cross. But he will plant. Tell somebody, say, I want you to look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, how deep your root is. See, if your root is not deep enough, you cannot afford to, you wouldn't be able to stand anything that come up against you. And I learned something about something. And people get along with people who they want to get along with. Can I go there? If you're not in their little category or in their main clique category, they don't want to get along with you. But I want you to look at somebody and say, I didn't come to make friends. I come to serve God. And if you come in to serve God, don't worry about who you get along with. Don't worry about who speak to you, who don't speak to you. Don't worry about what they think about you. What make you better than Christ? If you realize that people are going to talk about you if you live or die. It don't matter if you're pretty or ugly. It don't matter if you're small or fat. People are going to find something wrong about you. But tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, I'm rooted. I can't afford not to let no one get in my way. Can I preach this the way I feel this thing? I can't afford allow anything to intimidate my root. Tell somebody, say, you know what kind of plant you is? An artificial plant. It don't have no roots and no meaning. Only thing it therefore is to just beautify. It stay one level. But when you are a true rooter, you will find yourself growing in a blossom. You will find yourself, you will never lose a leaf. Why? Because of one reason. You got to be to stand some stuff. This is what I liked about Jesus. Jesus picked disciples to elevate can stand up against some stuff. But people can't stand up against nothing no more. They can't stand up against anything in the body of Christ. I'm going to preach this thing. Why? Because it's time for people to grow up and be strong. It's time for people to learn who you are. It's time for people to learn where they're going and what they're going for. I want you to tell somebody, say, neighbor, I don't understand why so many Christians always whining. Something got to change. Something got to take place. But if you were rooted in Lord, you wouldn't have to worry about it. What people say about your son, you wouldn't have to worry about it. How they look at you. So what, baby? I might got something what you really want. keep on walking in the level of the Lord. I'm going to keep on serving in God. Why? Because we know how Satan operates. Satan coming to kill and steal and destroy. I want you to tell somebody and say, is it you that Satan come and destroy? Is it you that Satan want to take you out? Is it you that Satan want to date? Is it you that Satan gonna play a field day? Is it you that Satan don't have no name? But Satan say, I tell you, I come to sift you just like wheat. But I see you, and I know what I want to do with you. I'm going to take you complete out. Why? Because but Satan know that you on your way. You on your way to another level. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, you can't hold me back. Why? Because I'm rooted by the shore of the bank. Every time when you spit on me, every time when you stab me in the back, Satan, get behind me, and I'm gonna go forward. Tell somebody, say, Satan, get off my back. Touch your neighbor, say, neighbor, you know what your problem is. Punch your haters off your shoulder. Tell your haters, I'm turning my life. Tell your haters, I'm coming up a little higher. Why? Because I've been down long enough. I let you walk all over to me. I let you spit all on me. But don't you know the God that I serve? Tell somebody, say, the God that I serve, he paid the price for me. The God that I serve, he was a good God. The God that I serve, I can't turn my back. The God that I serve, he brought me out of some things when I thought I couldn't come out. He brought me out of the God. He brought me out all of these things. Why? Because the God that I serve, I've been anchored look like some promise coming on in. All of a sudden, God will shift the waves and wash the roots with no contamination. Tell somebody, say, you've been contaminated. That's why your leaves is turning brown. Touch your neighbor. Say, neighbor, change your company. Change the people who you hang around. Change the people who you associate. Change your number. Change your talk. Change your mind. Why? Because my God is able to do anything but fail. I'm so glad that this God that I serve, He's a true living God. How do I know? Because of one reason. How did I know? It's the wind outside. But I can feel it, and I can feel the wind. Wind is invisible, but I know it's the wind. But I can feel it. How would I know it's a God? But I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it all in my spirit. I'm so glad that my mom and my daddy made me. But one thing I realized, they gave me their DNA. But God gave me His breath in my body to make me a living soul. Touch your neighbor. Say, get away from that thing. That's not carrying you nowhere. Ain't carrying you. My God got something for you. Why? Because I've been bought with a price. And the price, what I've been bought with, is that I've been redeemed, been washed in the blood of the Lamb. Tell somebody, say, pick up your bed and walk. Pick it up. Why? Because everything that I went through, it put me closer to the Lord. Every backbite, every lie, everybody who took a chance of me, let me to my level. Why? Because I'm anchored. Anchored in the Lord. If you anchor, can't nothing wash you or bring your tree down. If you anchor, you got to be anchored. But Jesus say plant. So people say plant yourself like a tree by the river. That's when contamination comes. He'll wash you clean. And nothing cannot attach themselves to contaminate everything what God doing in your life. People already know where you're going and where you're headed. But Satan got you. He already got your name on his road. You know why Satan got a name on your road? Because you claim Christ. And he offered to make Christ a lie while he cleans you. Family member will come up against you and tell you, say, is it all worth all that? When God told you, do this, you got to be planted. And when you know you done spoke the truth, shut your mouth. Let's be quiet and let God work it out. Oh, watch this. If they ain't for me, he'll remove them. It don't matter what you got in your life, he'll remove it out your life if it ain't for you. But if you trust him, this is what happened. Many times people don't want to be anchored, but they want to come in the human side. But the human side can cause you to lose everything that ever helped you in life. And your life be thrown away. This is what Jesus said. You don't have to obey me, but you're going to obey somebody. And if the law get authority, you're going to be obeyed by the law. You think you're going to courthouse and disrespect a judge? Then why people come in the house and disrespect the shepherd? If the judge come in, a person you never seen, never set eyes on, you got to rise to your feet for respect who he is. But you don't respect the shepherd when he authority is authority. While the judge is ankle. Watch this. I'm going to show you something. The judge can say whatever he wants to you, but you can't say whatever you want to him. Who's going to be in front of that judge? Can you say what you want? But when you say what you want, the first thing the judge say, attempt the court.
30 days.
Authority. And what's this? And the bailiff sat there to make sure it maintained authority. And anything come after the judge to get to his chamber, they're going to stop you before you get there. Put it simply to say, God is an authoritative figure. He plant people for a reason. If you can't go do nothing, don't ask to be a disciple. If you can't handle people talk about you and people lying on you, and you can't handle your past, don't be a disciple. See, it's fine to be one level, but when you start elevating to the big level, that's where he set his ham home to attack you. But he don't want you to go back to serve God. Tell somebody, say, it ain't good. I want you to look at your neighbor and say, are you anchored? Look at her. Say, can you stand some stuff? Will come up against you. See, let me help you with something. This is where the devil get us at. The devil get us at this word here. Forgiving. He played with the word forgiving. If you don't forgive the people who done something to you, you will always be the victim. Forgiving it is really for you, not for them. It's for your healing. For you can be anchored. Watch this. If your pervert come in here who raped you when you was a child, how would you make it happen? If you was not anchored. And you've been saying, I forgive him, I forgive him. But God put you to the test. Do you really forgive? But long you don't forgive, you're going to always stay the victim. That person living, but you still dying. But because you have not been anchored. Your tree by the river. What is your root? Your feet be planted. And when you plant it, you don't have to worry about nothing blowing away. Any kind of storm can come. but you can outcome the storm. Look at somebody. I want you to tell the person beside you, say, how much do you really want? Look at him. Ask him, say, can I call on you through the night hours? But let me help you with something. Something that's like that. I can't call on you if you keep gossiping to me. How in the world can I call on you and you gossip to me about somebody else? Sooner or later, when you get something on me, you'll gossip on me. That means I have to switch a friend to know who to talk to. Watch this. Everybody in the body of Christ ain't meant for you to talk to them about what's going on with you. But everybody in the body of Christ is not saved.
They're not.
They put on a fake. Watch this. You know, I watch stuff in the body. If a person say they saved and the Holy Ghost come in, you should move.
Amen.
But see, when the Holy Ghost come in, it say on that night of Pentecost. Say he filled the room. And the fire fell on each one head. And they started speaking in unknown language. But they spoke. They moved. When the Holy Ghost come in, you wouldn't have time to look at nobody else. That'll be time to get your freedom. To be free. You don't have time to worry about nobody else. You got to learn to trust God. Stand to your feet. So you're not preaching. Look at somebody and tell them, check yourself. Look at them. Look at them. Look at somebody and say, look at somebody and say, check yourself. Check yourself. I want you to look at them. Look at them and say, if you don't check yourself, you're going to wreck yourself. I want you to touch two people and just tell them, say, stay in your lane. Now I'm going to show you something. God gave me some. Watch this. How many drivers in here? Raise your hand. If you drive your car on the opposite side of the road, what will happen? Not all the time. You have a collision. That's what happened in the body of Christ. Everybody trying to get in somebody else's road. You have a collision. If it ain't have anything to do with you, stay out the lane. And don't let nobody put you in their lane. See what I did? People love miserable, love miserable. That's company. And some people just want pity parties. But when you know you wrong, stay in your lane. But look at somebody and say, are you playing? Then tell them, say, why you can't stand anything? When trouble rise to you, you want to run. You want to throw the towel. You want to give up. If Jesus would have gave up her kind, what would have happened to us? If he would have thrown in the towel. Thank you, Lord. Come on, put your blessing on the person. Go back and study that scriptures. I'm not going to go into that scripture. Study. Show yourself approved in His eyesight. You heard the word this